All right, for the first time, we're going to do the podcast. My name is No Pain.
I'm Rock.
Adrian.
And we're going to be talking about intersexual dynamics between men and women. It's probably not a talking point a lot of people is going to like. Please, for anybody who's going to be tuning in or watching, might be a little triggering for some. It'll be okay for the majority of people who want to tune in and watch, but please keep an open mind. Anybody has any thoughts, comments, please leave them at the comment section down below. If you have an issue about what we're talking about, just please comment. If you have hateful stuff, I'll look at it too, but it doesn't matter. First talking point with you guys, seeing that you guys are my guests. First thing we're going to talk about, how you feel about marriage? Yeah.
I mean, it's okay, I guess.
Would you think about like getting married anytime?
I mean, if it was the right person, I knew exactly like that it was the person I'm gonna stay with the rest of my life. Yeah, but I mean, people nowadays just don't want to commit.
What if you're dating someone and they have certain medical disabilities and you can't take care of them because you're not their significant other? Does that bother you at all?
But for them to be like in a medical state, like you would have had to do something. I would say, because men for the most part, they're not going to be with a woman if she's not attractive enough for him to be with. Guys normally go for girls that they're attracted to.
Or a burden, because most guys are lazy.
Well, that's too, but I would say it's not virtue signaling. Oh, can't even say the word right. It's not like a guy would deal with a girl for the most part if he's attracted to her. Would you be attracted to your girl if she was in a wheelchair and you was wanting to marry her?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, like, for example, if your significant other, let's say you live with your significant other, you're not married, but you live with her, right?
Yeah.
And she has no other relatives, no other family, right?
Yeah.
And she's put in the hospital where she has to be in a coma for a certain amount of time. You have no rights to that. You can't do anything about that. You can't get, if she passed away, you can't get any.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not married to her. If you're not legally married to her, you can't get those benefits. You cannot support.
Well, I mean, if you're the only person that's been around her, I don't know how that works anyway.
Well,
I mean, she's not initial family. I get that, but I mean, like, if she has no family, then where does all her shit go?
Exactly.
That's true too. Yeah. I didn't think about that.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, we're just gonna fucking do a sale at the hospital.
Damn.
You know how the bills are in hospitals too?
No.
I mean, look,
$800 for it.
I only had to pay like $3,000 for mine.
Only had to pay $3,000.
How long was that?
I think that was like 3 months ago.
No, I mean, like, how long was the
surgery?
Yeah.
Oh, the surgery was only like an hour. No.
Wow.
Yeah, it was an hour, and I had to spend like it was 9 hours after I woke up. 9 hours, and I finally woke up.
They had you under anesthesia.
Oh yeah. They knocked me out. And then when I woke up, I was like,
where am I? Who am I?
I was trying to lift off the seat. Nurse just put her hand on my chest, and I was trying to like push her away and stuff.
Get off of me.
Yeah, like get off of me.
That's terrible.
But also on the side note for marriage and bringing it back, for the marriage percentages right now for being all-time low for men.
Yeah, it's probably horrible.
Oh no, it's terrible right now. 85% of women initiate divorce. Yeah.
And 90% of them are doing fucking OnlyFans or some shit, and they don't even care.
Well, that's another thing too. The guys are either advocating it. If the girls are making more money in the marriage, they're going to look.
Pictures. What was that stupid shit?
Well, there's always going to be
pictures, videos. I'm like, dude, just go over and fuck the girl. Like, what the hell?
Would you pay for videos or pictures from a lady?
No.
What if she'd do anything you want her to do with anybody else, anything, objects, or anything like that? Would you pay for it? I want to know.
Hey, personally, I'm persuasive enough where I don't have to do that kind of shit. I can just get it out of them in a certain way. But
so you wouldn't. Okay, I got another question. I got to ask a question.
Yeah.
I asked me and Gage asked this off camera earlier. Me and Gage had this conversation, and I asked him, "Have you don't have to answer this question. Have you had that moment in the bedroom where you couldn't get it up?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Is this involving marriage, like with your wife, or just with your girl,
This is with girls in general.
just in girls in general.
The reason I ask this question is because once that happened, did you feel a panic to where you went, I need to go get medicine to help me with this
I
situation?
was drunk.
Okay. So,
It's the only time it's ever happened. But
exactly.
That's a
So
given.
never got that moment.
Everybody's got whiskey dick.
How do you drop your phone all the time? He did that what is it? Not even 30 minutes ago.
But yeah, so me and Gay shit. And that. Gotta cut that.
No, I'll cut it out when I edit.
I was gonna say, you gotta cut that shit.
With that in mind, like what you just said, I already said the only reason why if you can't get it up during that time, the only real issue is that you didn't want to.
Right, it's all in your
Yeah, it's all in your head. You didn't want to do it. So
Yeah, that's because we're at the age that we are. Now, once we get older, if we have this problem, then,
well, your testosterone, your libido gets low. Your testosterone gets low. Your sex drive goes away.
You're Danny DeVito.
Yeah, you're Danny DeVito. You're Richard. You're Richard. So
Danny DeVito.
So-
yeah,
so that begs the question, if you're with a female
yeah.
and she can accept you at your lowest points, would you feel obligated to marry her? What if she asks the question, are you going to marry me? What if she wants to be married?
Well, that's because she's asking for validation. She wants to know, can you commit to me? She wants you to commit to her because she obviously
But-
wants to be with you.
Will you then go, okay?
Yeah, but
Or will
okay.
you go,
No.
Okay, listen. So if you do that, but the fact that most girls, they don't have anything to back their side up, so they want all your shit, but they'll be like, oh, I'm living with my parents with no car, but still take care of me. It's like, no, fuck that, dude.
I mean, like I said, most guys, I'm talking in generalities. I'm not talking to every guy's case is going to be a little bit different in some way. But for the generalities for most men, most guys will take a girl who doesn't have anything and bring her in and take care of her. Most guys.
Just sounds like
now
character development.
like I said, there's some guys like yourself. There's some guys like yourself that want a girl to contribute to it. Otherwise, he's like, "What do I have you here?"
right?
But I mean,
I don't have nothing
relationship
myself,
is
so
supposed
my
to be-
girlfriend ain't got nothing. I can't do
relationship
nothing
is
with
supposed to be cut in the middle, They both put effort in.
Well, that was introduced by the feminine movement down during what was it 2001 or 2002? There's talks about. I'll edit that out. There was talks about 50-50 and equal gender roles. They want men and women to basically work as a team. They want partners. It's like Batman and Robin. Everybody wants to be a superhero with their sidekick or something like that.
I can agree with that.
I can't get it. I can't
How
agree
do
with
you
that.
want it to be?
Well, a man's supposed to be a man. He takes the lead of the role. He leads the woman. He makes the woman follow her. He has to be a follow. He has to be someone to be followed. And for him to take up all them responsibilities, the woman is just supposed to take care of him. Give him peace. Sex, silence, and sandwiches, fit, feminine, and friendly is the girl he wants.
Sex and sandwiches sounds awesome.
Yeah, see, every guy wants that. For the most part,
I
every guy
wanted
wants that.
those. We were supposed to get that for Christmas, but Grandma was like, nobody was gonna like that. I'm like, I'm gonna get us. We all gotta get those shirts.
What?
I didn't see 'em.
Oh, the shirts.
What, fit, feminine, friendly,
I was
sex,
like,
silence, and
we're talking two
That was
different
the
pages. Yeah, I thought you said sex and sandwiches. I was like, Grandma.
Sex, silence, and sandwiches, fit,
like-
feminine, and friendly.
Like,
yeah.
better not be
Hey,
Grandma.
Grandma.
Shout out to Kevin Samuels for saying that. That was actually a dope line. I'm not going to try to take that from you. That's from you. If you
Shout
ever
out.
can see it.
Shout out to my grandmother for
Yeah, Grandma Sharon.
for telling us to follow our dreams.
She's so
Yeah,
fucking
Graham.
sweet.
Okay, so look, I'm gonna show you these shirts.
He's going to
She
try to
said
follow up
she
on it
said
as well.
no one would like these shirts, but I know that everyone would like these shirts.
Also, on that side note for him while he's looking it up, for your girl, so what did you say? You said you want 50-50 both sides. So how you want with your girl?
What do you mean?
So when I hear 50-50, you want her to make the same denominations of money as you do, right?
Well, I mean, it just really. Oh, that's awesome.
That's fucking awesome.
It just really
It's
depends
awesome.
on the person. I mean, personally, I just don't want to have to babysit another grown human being. It's
Right.
like you're a fucking grown adult and you've been through this shit. You need to grow a pair of nuts and get out there and do the shit you need to do to live. It's not like. I I'm gonna sit here and be your parent the whole time. That's the same thing I was dealing with on my last relationship.
Yeah.
You know, like old 3 before, you know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah, like
yeah,
Brenna,
dude,
you
it's
had
yeah.
was Sarah?
Sarah was different. She was just a bitch and fucking crazy. But other than that, I mean, the whole Kate thing just fell through because she was having some problems. But besides all that, but yeah, I mean, it's just like I'm tired of dealing with people. Like, if I can't even fucking take care of myself, how am I supposed to take care of someone else? You know. And I don't feel like I should be obligated to babysit a grown adult when they can do it themselves.
I mean, I can understand from that side too.
Unless they had implications like Rocky was talking about with the disabilities.
Yeah.
Other than that, no. I mean, if
she has to be like somewhat medically unable to do whatever.
Yeah, because you need to be a caretaker at that point. But it's more in the way of helping their sickness or whatever they got, not just them being a fucking lazy shit, you know?
Yeah.
Which begs the question, okay, so since you love this woman, she can't take care of herself in certain ways, and then anything happens to her medically, if you're not married to her, the court won't see it as you're obligated to receive anything. You can't have any say. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these medical terms, you don't have any rights to. Does that bother you at all?
All these medical terms that I won't have any rights to.
So, like, okay, I don't know any good examples. I'm not a doctor, but let's say she has allergic reaction, or let's say she has a heart problem, a heart condition. If she has to have open heart surgery, and you're not her husband, you can't give the doctors permission to work on her. You know what I'm saying?
No, it'll be under her consent. She'll have to do that.
What if she's passed out? She can't consent.
Well, things will have to transaction first before leading to that. Like, she's not going to go in with like, well, you gotta tell my guy.
They have to do the procedure if they find
They have to.
Well, this is my example, but this is not something I'm making up. This is a real argument in marriage cases, especially in gay marriage cases. This is the reason. This is a real study. The reason why they legalized or they voted for legalizing gay marriage is because of this conversation right here. What if my significant other has a medical situation I cannot attend to because I'm not their significant other? This is a real case. This is something I looked up before we came here. It's something that's true.
So their partner basically was asking like, "Hey, I consent to this," but then they're saying, "Oh no, you can't because you guys are not actually together, so you can't say that."
Right.
Okay.
So this is a real term. This is why I'm asking, because if we're ever in that situation where we can't act, how does that make you feel? What is that? How does that sway your vote? Does that?
If you can't do anything about it, there's really nothing like.
What, sway my vote on what? Marriage? Because are we on topic still?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're still talking about marriage.
Okay.
Still talking about marriage.
Okay. I was wondering, like, how do we deviate?
So one more question. I'm gonna ask this question one more time.
Yeah.
We're gonna pass, but say in the foreseeable future, if you know that marriage can save your partner's life, what's your stance on it? After knowing that marriage can save your partner's life.
Well, yeah, but that's only one thing. There's 10 million other things that go with that whole marriage shit anyway.
That's just one perk to marriage. I can't say that would sway my vote, though. Because I'm not going to... Like I said, I've said this to many guys that I've talked to right now. And some girls, too, but most girls disagree with me on. Most guys consider to say, look, I disagree on you on this because I don't hate women. I'm going to keep that honest. But I will say, if a woman in the scenario when she's married to a man, she has full power over the marriage. Why? Because she could decide to, divorce him and take half of everything he has. She could take the kids. She could take the home that he paid for. If they put each other's name in it, she could take it over. She could fight him in court, and the court's always weighed by women. And I'm not saying that to belittle women. All I'm saying is that the court cases are not... Marriage is not meant for men anymore nowadays. And it used to be for men and women. It's great for the kids. It's great to make fantastic families.
Now, I agree. If you get a divorce from a woman, they do say, well, was she making this type of money before you guys got together? Was she having her nails done or hair done weekly before y'all got together? Oh, no? oh well, yes, you need to pay her because you support
You
that
take care of
lifestyle.
things. It comes with, when a woman comes into it, it's part of the lifestyle. It's part of the lifestyle when a woman gets with you. She's not all the time, but sometimes a woman's marrying you because of the lifestyle that you have. What you were able to produce, she wants to be a part of what you produced. A girl's not going to be a part of your, especially like marriage. A woman won't marry you if you were something. That was the reason why she married you. If you're nothing, well, why would she take the initiative to go any further than what she was already? Like she'll rather be a girlfriend at that point instead of being like, because then at that point she could say, well, we're done, and then she'll move on to the next guy that she'll either say like, he's a lot better, because girls are hypergamous. They waited the finish line. They waited the finish line and banged the winners. Thank you, Rollo Tomasi, for that one. That was actually a really good line. But that just displays hypergamous order when it comes to men and women, where if a man wants to be married to a woman, he already knows off rip that's the woman he wants. I think it's really bad, though, because if a man gets married, he's marrying for somewhat of the right reasons, but there are some wrong reasons to it. He sees, first, beauty, because women are idolized by their beauty. It's very easy to tell. Men look at women's beauty a lot. First thing first, men look at women's beauty first. And then he tries, after like maybe sex or whatever, first date. I doubt it gets the first date. Sometimes guys get the first date and they'll just have sex. What comes after, the guy looks at. Because he had to do the initiative to get the date going, to do the approaching, do all these other sorts of things to get things ready for the girl, give him his time, money, kind of displaying of his own, not his inadequacies. She'll find out later about his inadequacies. But that's only because she's only looking at what he has first. Does he have a car? Does he have a house? Does he have money? Is he handsome? Is he tall enough?
Damn.
A lot of times that adds. Yeah, that adds.
A lot of girls really want, they're like, oh yeah, I want a fucking buff ass 6'2" dude and blah blah blah. Yeah.
You wonder why, like most women will be like, I want all these things, and then like I want to get married. Now, I did say before, like,
I'm 5'10".
the only real big reason why I have a big case on marriage right now, because it's not benefiting the guys. I can say there's a lot of benefits there that can lead into, marriage being a really good thing. Now, what it used to be was really good. Women were women, they knew their role. But nowadays, women look at marriage as if, what's the point? I want a guy, but I don't need the man.
What am I going to do with him?
Like, what am I going to do with a man now? But then they forget, like, years down the line. And maybe they do just go for their career, right? And that's fine if they do. Go and get the bag. Go and like make a good life for yourself. Or maybe, for the most part, most women, and it's been proven for a bunch of times. You can just go look at the statistics. I don't have them right here. I can only say what I'm saying right now, and it may sound like I'm coming out of my ass with a bunch of other things I'm talking about. But look them up. Look up Rollo Tomasi. Look up, granted, y'all hate me, Fresh and Fit. Look up Fresh and Fit. They're a little vulgar with it, but there's a lot of truth in there with all the flash that you see. But there's tons of other guys you can look up. Look up Poor Man Podcast. You can look them up as well. Shout out to them. They're really good, and they keep up to date about all the statistics and stats that you need. And there's other sites that they'll send you to. I can't send anything right now. First video, just trying to get it going. All these cases is moving towards marriage. I'm not a big advocate of it. What I am an advocate for, if you love your woman, be together. But don't bring the government involved. Because then when the government involved, they can do whatever the hell they want. Whatever the hell they want. Says she want to leave. I was like, fine, go leave. If you're not interested in me now for no other reason, but like you just don't have any sexual interest in me.
Yeah, exactly.
Then leave.
There's no ties if you're not married.
There's no ties. But then now it's tied. So now if you try to break it, well then something else happens too.
Right.
The kids will get hurt. Your money, your house, your car, whatever you want.
Regardless.
The kids will get hurt 90% of the time. They're going to get hurt.
Anyways, so we ain't going to put that in there. But
it's better. It's like if you guys want to like divorce, make sure the kids have like the best options, like 50-50 over the court. You have time with the kids. Not like your girl's like, hey, I'm gonna hold the kids for 80% of this divorce, and you'll have them on the weekend sometime.
And that's the thing that people don't get.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even in I'm in a serious relationship, but it's like, I've been in a relationship long enough to know and seen people, and even like watched my mom raise my little brother and sister, and like bottom line in a relationship, if you have kids, they come first. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. They're the next generation, and you're supposed to be taking care of them and growing them into a decent human being that can be normal in society, which doesn't fucking happen anymore.
No, but I would say the indecency when it comes to single mothers now. I don't know how we made it. I don't know how we got to this point. We may have to move. We have to move topics now. Probably. What's the second topic right now?
Dating.
No. That's the fourth topic.
Chivalry. Yeah,
we're moving topics. We're getting off topic. We just finished.
Chivalry.
I think I could say let's go around here. So, is marriage good or bad? What's your thought?
I mean, it just depends on the scenario and who you're talking to. I mean, I'm not gonna like strike it down and say it's the worst thing in the world.
Just for you, or
personal
just for
preference? Me, no.
Okay, so no for one. What about you?
I have no say.
You gotta say at least one.
I don't know. Cause
Like, is it good or is it not good?
I say it's good so far. I don't see nothing wrong.
One good. Me personally, I think it's not. At least not now. It's good if the court wasn't involved. I say, if you're gonna be married, be married.
Be in love.
Just be in love with your woman. And especially if your woman loves you, she wants to stay with you, and she wants to involve, like, hey, let's go get married by the court, or we'll do all that. Tell her no.
I've never been married. I'm not looking to get married right now, so I don't know. But what I do know is options are open. My future's still going, so we'll see. See how things turn out.
All right.
Next thing is chivalry.
Second one, chivalry. Is chivalry dead? Let's go around.
Not for myself, but
I would definitely say it is very low in quantity right now.
Very low in quantity.
I would have.
What do you mean by that?
Like, it's just rare anymore. There's no like, I don't know. It's more. I mean, that term comes back from like the medieval knights and honor and you know,
just being a gentleman,
romantic actions. You know, that type of shit.
Yeah.
I want to say something.
What would you say?
When I find out that a woman is dating another man, I normally back off. Do I think that my woman is only talking to me? Hell to the no. Do I care? Hell no. It really don't matter to me. But the point that we're trying to make is, it should be alive. It should be respected that if I have a woman, that you respect us enough that you step the fuck back. It don't go like that no more, but you know, that's the times that we live in. So for us, our small group, we still believe in respect and chivalry. I can say that all of us are some respectable men. But for everybody else,
it's more like there was back then, like let's say in the 1940s, that's like the ideal time for this type of thing.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like religion going on. So everybody went to church, you know, everybody did a certain thing, and it was that role of everybody needs to be respectful and all this and that, and they both had each gender had their own separate roles that they did. Yeah. And when those would go together really well like a puzzle, you know, it'd be fucking awesome, and they'd be a family, whatever.
Men and women are better together than they are apart.
So,
but I mean, again, it's I don't really know what the fallout was, but like, I've been seeing it decline constantly as I go on in life. Like, it's just getting terrible now. And then with all the freaking gay pride shit and all, you know, it's just a big clusterfuck at this point.
I agree.
Yep, can't say chivalry still exists. I mean, I would love to say it does, because I believe in it, I practice it, but another thing, I've never hit anyone off guard. I've never hit anyone that didn't want to be hit. And I don't mind being hit without permission, but I'm saying that's some big shit.
You just remember someone.
That's some big shit. So I'm just saying, like, yeah, that's crazy.
All right.
It's a new world.
I'm gonna give you some insights, and this is why I asked this for why men kind of like stop being chivalrous or being gentlemen. There's been stats has been showing, and I'm not gonna say like 90% of it, but women kill chivalry.
Yeah, okay, that brings up the point of all the single women.
Yeah.
Is that when they grow the kids up, they don't have a father figure that gives them that honor and the know-how of a man.
Okay.
They get the women's side, so they're all snowflakey.
Yeah.
And then all these kids now are freaking just words hurt them, like we used to people say shit, we duke it out after recess.
You fight.
And then even after, sometimes you'd be like, hey dude, shake his hand.
Yeah, it was out of respect. Yeah, it was out of respect. Like, look, I'm gonna fight you, but just know, like, this is gonna be a respectable moment.
I'm trying to kill you.
It's different for me because I'll actually try and kill the dude, but
no, I'm gonna teach him I would teach him a lesson to show him that you look down on me. I'm gonna show you how you gonna look up at me.
Yeah, that's all honor and respect.
It's honor and respect, even though like we said some things to each other, we both respect each other at the end of the fight.
Right, and I ain't never hit you off guard.
Yeah, like I'm never gonna hit a guy while he's on the ground. I'll wait till he get up. Right. We're gonna fight back. If he's ready, he's ready. We'll go again.
I looked you in your eyeballs and I told you get ready, nigga. Oh damn it!
And I'm like, I always say I would fight dirty, but I'm not that kind of guy.
We might jump you, but that's about it.
Yeah, see, I got jumped before, and I didn't. I would say
if he was on the ground.
I would say people who jump people are just not the kind of people to be around.
Yeah, we always get jumped.
They're not the people who just show respect.
I'm the kind of guy to do ignorant shit. Like he'll be on the ground, I'll like twist his nipple or pull his fucking ear or something just to make him mad more. Not like kick him in the face or break his teeth, but like some ignorant shit.
Oh, we game bang. We will jump you.
No, fuck that, dude.
They probably will.
Yeah, we will.
I would. No, you guys.
He's like, yeah, no, you will. You will.
I definitely will.
I'll be doing this on the sideline.
And I'm showing it. It's like, yeah, this is exactly what happened.
Once you hit the ground, we gonna jump on top of you. Shit.
For why I say chivalry is dead, only because women mostly killed them. Men have stopped only because of this reason.
What?
Women now have seen themselves to be more, let's say, outgoing, and they're actually, for the most part, this would be for the third topic, which is not coming yet, but women has, for the most part, made themselves kind of the same way as men. They make the same money or more. And then they also want these other things, and their standards matter now. And more than ever. Not saying that it didn't. I'm just saying they have even more standards than Top on. On Fresh and Fit, Myron had this example. It was called the Husband Hotel. And the women would see that as being like, look, what is that we doing? Okay. So women would see the Husband Hotel. You start off at the bottom. There's a guy you can get with. He could be your husband. He has no money. He lives in his mom's basement. He's fat.
Oh, we talked about this.
We talked about that, yeah. And she goes up to the second floor. She doesn't like the first one, obviously. She goes to the second floor. He's still out of his mom's basement. He's making a little bit of money, not really a lot. Making probably like $30K. That's probably it. He's still out of shape, but he's getting up there a little bit. She doesn't like that one. She goes to the third floor. Third floor, the guy's getting a little thinner, making a little bit more money. Probably not as much as it was before. Probably like $50K. He's getting a little thinner. He's moved out of his mom's basement. Now he's in an apartment. She's like, I could probably do better, right? This is. By the way, this is most of the average women. About 80% of women, most of them are average, and out of those, they want the top.
By the way, those are the women I want.
Yeah, he wants that.
I want them women.
Yeah,
I can't find them. Can't find them fucking women nowhere.
They go up one other floor. They find a guy. He's attractive. He's making a bit more money. He's probably making by 90, 100K. He's up to that 20 to 10%. She looks at that. She's like, I don't know. That's really good. He's making his own money. He's in his own house. He's got a nice car. He's good looking.
Any girl that's on the lower end would jump right on that shit.
But there's always a bigger fish. So a girl.
Oh yeah.
Girl looks at that and like, man, that's really good. Maybe I should stay here. I'm gonna go up one more. There's more floors, right? And there's more. There are more floors. So they go up one more. He has more than the other guy did. He's way more hands. He's jacked. He has a bunch of cars. He even has 2 houses, maybe even 3. And she's like, man, that's really good. I'm gonna go up one more floor. There's more floors, right? It's gotta be more. And she goes up. She goes to another one and another one. And they kept getting better. She's like, oh man, I don't know where should I stay. She's like, well, there's another floor. That's got to be like the best one, right? She goes to the top floor, and what it says up there are no more husbands up here. You would have to go back to the bottom of the floor.
Damn.
Now think about it. What if I tell you every floor she got on, she slept with the guy?
Yeah.
Sounds like the guy at the top is getting some sloppy seconds.
So this is what she did. She ranked up some bodies to get to the top. And then on top of it all, she looked at every one as could be better, could be better, could be better.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of people that have really, really high, unrealistic standards.
Yeah,
nowadays.
that right there, most of that where it comes from, a lot of women have those type of standards. They just don't be expressing them.
And I don't understand where they get that from. Is that from like watching too much TV or?
No, it comes from like sitcom shows.
I don't even know. It's weird.
Social media is a big advocate for women to be like, yo, girl, get your bag. Be the boss, babe. Get your bag. Yeah, go be all that you need to be. But then at the end of the day, it's not going to benefit you at all. Because then, like, the girls looks at guys as, what is that called? Access or was it access or success objects?
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then most guys look at girls as like a beauty object or like a sex object.
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you something. In my personal life, don't none of this shit go for me. I'm broke. I ain't got nothing. The women I talk to got everything. I don't know how. So I don't know where the fuck these women.
He's a different kind of guy.
I don't know what's going on.
He's a different kind of guy.
I don't get it. I'm broke.
We'll have that talk later.
I don't have no money. Got a good job now, finally, but I ain't got no money.
I think that falls in the same line of like, kind of like chivalry. The more broke you are, the more generous you are. You ever had that?
Damn.
You ever had that?
I don't get shit nobody.
He's like, I don't care about nobody if I'm broke.
Now look, okay, when we hung out and shit like that, yes, I've spent money on Zach and shit like that, but I only done that because y'all would do that for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's the point of being selfless. If you're taught that way, like, I mean, if you wanted to spot your best buddy money,
y'all different. Y'all different though. If it was somebody out on the streets, somebody coming to me begging,
that's what I mean.
I wouldn't get nobody.
That's what I mean. It's like if you're if you're more broke, do you you become more chivalry? Have more chivalry?
Bro, no. I don't like other people.
I mean, that's yeah.
I mean, I don't either, but there's a certain line you gotta draw. I mean,
like, how about this?
Sitting there in fucking bum ass clothes with I mean, sometimes if they have an animal, people are like, oh.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, if you just look at the dude, you can tell in his face like where he's at in his like frame of thinking.
Yeah.
Like, there's been plenty of people that are like, they just park like a mile down the road and they fucking walk and they have normal clothes on. It's not like they're bumming out or anything.
Yeah.
They walking around like a crazy cat lady with a shopping cart. They're just normal ass people sitting there with a sign saying, "Give me money." It's like, what?
I was like, why would I give you money? You look perfectly fine.
Well, that ruins it for the people that are like actually.
Yeah, because they're faking.
And then they're like, what the fuck?
And then there's no more chivalry at that point too for those other people who are more unfortunate than the other.
These are good people.
Like, a bunch of times on the road when I was driving, I've handed hamburgers, bunch of drinks. I even had like a few bucks in my pocket, probably like $20 to $30, and I'm like, here, I got more, and I'm out and about going through like, somewhere down in Illinois or going through St. Louis, bunch of homeless people there. Yeah.
No, never live in fucking Illinois.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
South Grand, but look, let me tell y'all something. I work with an
Grand.
African man from Uganda or some shit like that. I don't know.
Conda.
He's not the only African person I know, but he's
Why are you gay?
he's the one I work with right now. Why are you running? He's the one I work with. Y'all gonna make me go to hell. Look. He's the one I work with right now. And he said he doesn't like to go down to Grand because people, it looked like Africa down there to him. It looked just like Africa to him.
Look
He
just
said
like Africa.
People down
What
there
time are we at?
People down there begging like this. He killed me. But he for real though. He's not playing. He didn't say that with a laugh. He was really upset. He was like, I don't go down on the south side on Grand because people beg and it remind me of Africa. I'm like, gee.
Damn.
Well, I mean, that's a different type of begging, though. People are like fucking dying over there. It's not like here where you got opportunities and you're just being a lazy ass, you know?
Right.
Or you're on some fucking drugs, you know?
That's kind of why it was funny to me. But that's why it's really sad because.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't understand at all.
Yeah, but
what's going
no,
on.
actually he does because he's not. Hold on, don't make me get into it. We're not gonna do that politics.
We're a little bit off topic. We'll
My
get
cousin
back.
said no politics, but you foreigners be living here longer than us. Y'all be living here. Adrian,
What?
they be living here for 50-some years, 70 years. They be knowing more about this country than we could ever know because we ain't been alive that long. What these
Are we
people-
talking about the more older people?
Yeah, I'm talking about the dude I work with. Them man old as hell. They don't speak
Wait,
no
how old is he?
English. They be 70. They be, you can ask my mama, they be 70, 80. They don't speak no English. They be Korean, African. They be like, They know some, hey, we're not finna get racist. We're not finna get racist. But if you've been staying in this country longer than me, if you've been staying in this country,
Hey, how'd he go? How did he go?
if you've been staying in this country longer than me, you are more American than I am. I ain't been alive nothing but 20-some years.
Let's get it straight. Anybody come here and they want to become a citizen here, you're American. I'll keep that straight.
Especially if you've been living here for 70 years, nigga.
If you live here that long, you're American.
Shit,
You're not from there.
fucking 10 years to get a citizenship or something.
Man.
No, it was actually only like 5.
Really?
Yeah, it only lived 5.
Oh, I thought it was
Not to
longer
get
than that,
outraged.
but still, I mean, if you're gonna take the effort to learn history and shit and whatever, you know, that's good.
I mean, you gotta know yourself when you. Like I said here, that's.
And the one thing
No one's gonna be going on politics. I'm about to slap the hell out of you.
well, the one thing they miss is learning English,
I mean, that's the best thing you could possibly do. Just learn English.
and I mean that's such a universal language all around the world.
And no offense to nobody. We're not trying to say we don't like y'all. I'm just saying, you've been living here for 70 years and you don't speak no English. That blows my mind.
Have no hate. Trust me.
Blows my mind.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
Back on topic, chivalry is dead.
Yeah, for the most. Well, yeah, let's go around. We'll probably end this topic. What do you think? Chivalry dead or is it still alive?
I mean, it's to the point where it's about gone. I mean, I don't know. You gotta think that the generations of like the people from, let's say like 60s and 70s.
60s.
Well, that's probably okay. I'll rephrase that. 70s, 80s.
70s,
Because those
80s.
people were in their mid 50s and 60s. That was the age where, like, it was starting to decline because you got all those people that are rebellious and they didn't want to go and do the same shit they did, and they found their own way, and then all the freaky shit happened. That's about the time when the goth shit started up, you know, like that was the whole deal where you wanted to be rebellious and look crazy and not be the norm.
You know, that was something that killed me was during that time, people were very, what does it say? People hated people more. I'm gonna keep it 100. People did not like each other as much as they do now, I would say. And something happened to the.
I see that.
There we go.
Thought I was going blind.
I think something happened during the time when people wanted to go goth or emo. I think emo was kind of like virtue signaling. They just wanted help.
It's not, emo is more like from the punk era.
Yeah,
That's not goth. It's more of
Emo was like
I
alternative.
want to look stupid and cringy. That's all that was.
I think emo was like alternative rock and like goth was like
Emo
metal
came
and-
from like the stuff from the like late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like whenever like Ask Alexandria or like Pierce the Veil, Black Veil Brides.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
type of shit. That when we were
I
younger.
have no idea what's
He
going
has
on.
no idea.
But Yeah, I mean that's the kind of music that really got that a big thing.
Where you just shot forward and trying to make that the most the mainstream thing.
Yeah, I mean it was cool for a while, but that's like where the freaking they say emo girls, but it was called the scene girl when they dye their hair.
Scene girl.
Yeah, like who was that one chick that we hung out with in high school that I forgot her name.
You mean Renee? Or
No, the other one.
Sabrina?
Yeah, Sabrina. She was a scene girl.
She was the big girl.
She was the big girl, yeah. He likes big girls. She's still big now. I don't know what's going on.
I was telling her.
She didn't even talk to us anymore.
No, I know.
They called her the big girl.
No, we never
she's
called her.
married, but
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the reason why.
but I mean, yeah, that shit.
No, that wouldn't be.
Trying to hit.
That
Well,
wouldn't
we're
be.
getting off topic again.
Yeah, we are. So, was it Chivalry's dead for you two?
Go.
Chivalry's gone.
I mean, I still believe in it. I still practice it, but I don't care
Just for like the
if y'all don't do
the
it.
the thing that's been going on. Like, is it still going on, or is it just people mostly forgot about it?
People are done with it. It's gone.
Yeah, I agree. Third topic: college.
A week.
College right now.
A week.
Now I'm gonna be. All right, this thing keeps. There we go.
It keeps zooming
It
out.
keeps zooming out. I don't know why. It keeps trying to focus on somebody.
Oh, zooming in on me.
Yeah.
It wants me to be the center of attention, apparently.
You are the center of the car right now.
Well,
Yeah, I see.
Guess
So it
so.
makes sense. So I guess for college. So for college right now,
College.
what do you think college is benefiting from this? You think college is actually getting more men involved, or is it losing men's attention? Women right now are the primary users of college right now, and also the buildup of debt in the country.
Well, you got to think of the job fields that they go for in general. Like 90, well, I wouldn't say 90%, but a lot of women do. Let's say like a medical field, like
Yeah.
a nurse or someone that has like a hospital worker. That I'm not really knowledgeable in that thing, so I don't know what they're called. But a lot of girls go to nursing school. A lot. Even my mother tries to go to like nursing school. So there's a lot of jobs in that field. But I mean, with men,
Try to lean the mic a little bit.
Oh, sorry. There's a lot of jobs that we do for college that we try to get, but in the long run, that we never end up getting those jobs. Like I went to SWIC in Illinois when I lived there, and I got a welding and blueprinting degree. And I haven't welded in fucking, let's say, 4 years, like I got into it, and then they're just around here. There's no no demand for it.
No demand.
So I mean, certain degrees don't have as much demand in this area, so they're more of a fallout. And I mean, you got to think for the debt of paying all that money in it and then not doing the job that you got the degree for.
I mean, there's too much at stake for you to be losing money more than because you have to pay them back, and then they're gonna be. They're going to be after you for the most part, trying to get money out of you.
That's why I went to tech school, because it's not like you get a primary degree for whatever and then someone takes you. I actually have for one field, and it's more of like something that people need, like construction workers, welders, people that are for machine shops. And
you want to be like that essential worker, not an essential worker job.
Because let's say there was a apocalyptic scenario and someone needed some shit built, I would be the guy that they would talk to because
point the finger at you. That's you.
I knew how to work the machines or whatever, because no one else is not going to have any knowledge on that, especially in that time. It's just like it's something that's definitely important. But I don't know. I'm just a different breed of people, because I mean most
the anomaly.
There's not a lot of people that like that type of shit.
What about you guys? You think college is important and beneficial?
I think it would have been, if not for the encouragement of what's been going on with kind of like the building of debt. You go in debt a lot easier if you go into college. Now, granted, I think it's still fine for the fact that they want you to spend money to be in college. Granted, on that side note, it's just that the sheer fact of once you go in, it's like you're locked. They got you now. And women, when they go in, for the most part, men do it too, but most women go to college, they just keep learning degrees and keep going for that. And this is also going in with the intersexual dynamics between men and women, reasons to go in. The men will go in for these other jobs that are more dealt with things. Construction, like you said, welding, like you said, other stuff, essential, hard, dirty work most of the time. Most of the women were going in for degrees and trying to be either considered a doctor, a nurse, or they'll try to go in for like other type of jobs that deals with people most of the time. Cosmetology, culinary arts, which we're not seeing that as much as I hope. I hope they are.
The weird thing is,
I hope they are because I'm hungry.
The weird thing is that like you get the discussion of people saying women don't get paid as much as men.
Yeah, that's actually a big topic too.
It's like really the type of jobs that I'm into when you do that much labor and you have a big kind of important job that involves building something big or just like you said, getting dirty. You can work in a damn mulch plant.
Of course. So you can go there. You get paid great money if you do that.
So it's just such a money gap because of the labor, and I mean you can get a fucking awesome pay doing doctor stuff or being a nurse, but it's just a lot more schooling and a lot more stuff that you have to jump hoops for to even get that.
Also on that, the reason why most girls don't want to go for that field, most women like to deal with people. Most women like people and like being around people when it deals with work.
Why do you think they like to be around people and work with them?
They're just social people, or they're social creatures, I'll say. Women are more sociable than men.
It comes natural to them.
It comes natural. For men, the guy next to you could probably hate your guts. I mean, he doesn't want to be around most people. I mean, take Zach, take you for example. You don't want to be around people.
I hate people.
But you'll deal with things just easy, right?
Zach is just out there.
Yeah.
I'm easy to deal with, or no, I might not be easy to deal with, but I deal with people easily. I just don't like anyone. I don't know why.
But that's the difference. A woman would like to do that. Would like to be around people, even if she hates the person. Just to be around them.
True.
Yeah.
Because they'll complain their ass.
Yeah, they complain their ass.
I'm so sorry. God, every woman I know finna kill me right now.
Yeah, see that?
Just this is a side note. If you ever think about getting into college, I would recommend planning ahead and doing federal grants or doing something that'll help you with your student loans and shit beforehand. Like there's even programs in high school that they do that type of shit where they give you college credits or they do this and that to help you, or you're doing a sport, like you get shit for sports,
Yeah.
Scholarships.
Yeah. So I mean that type of thing really helps.
But you gotta
out.
go for that too.
Oh yeah.
You can't just you ask for it but you don't go for it. So these people have to put the initiative. Like if you want to get rid of that college debt, well, you got to do big jobs or do big things to get rid of it.
You could do financial aid too.
You could do financial aid, yeah. I'm sure it's generous. I'm not really sure about that. I have no idea.
The moment y'all have kids and your kids like, okay, I'm signing up for college.
That's a big one right here.
What is your train of thought? I know what you're gonna say to your kids. We all know what we're gonna say to your kids. Go on, baby, go ahead and do what you do. But what is your train of thought gonna be?
I wouldn't want them to go to college.
I mean, it just depends on what field they're going for.
Okay, so you mentioned welding, blueprinting, and you said there's not a high demand out in this area. What would you suggest someone go to college for?
I mean, I
might be interested myself.
I mean, building is definitely still big. They're still building shit everywhere.
Right.
And you got to maintain the roads and all that other bull crap, but that goes with it. I mean, I really don't know. It just depends on what they really want to do and what they're good at and what skills they have to put to the table, so they're not wasting money and basically bail out at the last second and say I don't want to do it when they already spent all the money.
I've seen that before.
And then go into debt at the same time.
And then you pulled a loan out of a bank to fucking do college, and then now you got to pay the bank back, and now you don't have.
And then you don't have any money.
So you basically gave yourself a double-edged sword, and you're fucked in debt.
No degree, debt,
and that also
owe money.
That also lowers your credit score too.
Yeah, it lowers your credit score as well.
So you fucked yourself.
Comes back, IRS looks at you.
Okay, so you're for college as long as it's a good.
If I know my kid is gonna actually apply himself, yeah.
Okay, and I agree. You?
No. I'll give it. I'll explain. I'll explain why. The only reason why I don't recommend my kid to go to college. It's not all because of like the things that they could do when they get there. You know, they get the degree and they get out and they try to go for that job that they wanted. It's just that the sheer fact that what's going on in the college. I'm not trying to get this political at all, but you started it. So
It's kind of hard not to go into that type of thing.
I know, right? I'm only talking about men and women here in our roles, but if we're gonna get into it, then fine, a little bit, and not a whole lot. The only reason why, because people get fed ideas once you go into college. You get a certain.
What are you doing?
I don't know. It's like a.
That's your fucking beeper for the alarm, I think.
Alarm.
Dude, just come on, man.
Okay.
You're getting distracted.
Hey, I did get distracted because of that.
I'll be back.
I'll edit that
I'll
out.
be back. I'm gonna grab a Gatorade out of my car.
There you go.
You got an unopened one? I want one.
Yeah, I'll grab you one.
Please.
Unlock the fucking door. Let me out. See? What'd I tell you?
Freaking
You hear that?
Hell That's not the right noise for being kidnapped. I just realized that. I'm like, that car is screaming for help. It says you can't kidnap me.
I noticed the light, and I kept thinking back. I'm like, wow, what is that? What is that light beeping for?
I seen it though.
And then he tells me, he's like, don't pay it no mind.
Your face was like this.
I was like, what's that?
He said alarm. He said, alarm?
And there he is in the back, honking at me.
No little bitty ass horn.
Okay, when I was
Stop
explaining,
popping that little bitty pea shooter.
what I was explaining was about why I don't want my kids to go in. If they do decide to go to college, it's only because, like, there's too many people there that have this certain ideology or, like, some type of ideal, and they'll spit that onto the kids. Even the professors will do it, too. They'll make your kids think of something, it's like a brainwashing tactic. You put them through a program, you teach them this one thing, and they only know that one thing now.
Yep.
And if it's not the professors, it's the kids around them. It's not the kids around them. It's just what they teach at that point. And they have to do small programs. You can do the main programming when you go in, obviously, for college. But I think if you're going to go to college, go in with a notion in mind that there's going to be people around you with different type of thoughts like you, probably not even the same religion as your own, and then they'll either try to spit that on you. Like, it's kind of like public school. Public school was kind of like a little dangerous in a way, only because, like, there's a bunch of people around you. Obviously, it doesn't agree with you, but not only do they agree with you, they can be violent with you if you think differently than them. So thinking differently than somebody on the campus could probably end with, like, you being ridiculed, cast out, or something or somehow. And I don't want it, especially now. Like, if you look at the news, like, a lot of kids now have this type of thought process that, oh man, like most, like, as I was I'm bringing it back to, like, men and women. Most women, when they go to college to meet up with guys too. But not only just guys, they get indoctrinated by more things that are going on in these college campuses, say, like
Sororities,
I think. Yeah, sororities is a big one, I think. But there's other things that goes in. They can go in like being a nice going person when they go in there. They come back out being a raging feminist or something when they come back out.
And that's all like like
they'll go in like loving men.
Pressure and
peer
examples
pressure
from older
examples.
people. Yeah,
they'll go in like loving guys, and then they'll come back out like hating men. They want to abort kids and all the other things.
Yeah, the fucking feminist book club.
So that's my thoughts on it. I don't want my kids going in to basically be indoctrinated by somebody else's ideal.
I understand that. I respect that. I feel like everything starts at home.
Merch.
If you have gullible kids, if you have easy brainwashable children, so I think everything starts at home. Teach your kids how to.
I advocate for, like, homeschooling. I advocate for it. Because
I can respect that.
I understand not
I
many
was
kids have
homeschooled
that.
before.
Yeah, not every kid has
But
it.
I mean, you gotta think the parents have to put in all that effort to fucking do that while they're working and shit.
Yeah, but he's the parent. So if he's the parent and he wants to homeschool, you know,
How do they even regulate that?
you feel safer with your own babies. You know what I'm saying? You feel safer not.
Yeah, but the thing is like the high school diploma thing is like most places won't let you
True.
work and shit.
True. How do? It is weird. How do you graduate if you're
What are you doing?
homeschooled?
In my U.S. bank, I don't know why. But that is a we'll go around. So, college, you think it's good? You think it's bad?
So far, I'm still up for college.
You up for college?
Still up for
Got your kids up in there?
I'm up for tech school, not college.
Tech school, so no college,
No.
just tech school. You know, that seems better. You'll learn something in tech school.
College is the epitome of like high school, but a higher level, and you have to pay.
Yeah.
It's literally the same bullshit, and it's never changed in the last fucking 200 years. You know, it's like ridiculous.
Is there even such a thing called private college?
No.
There's private high
I
school.
mean universities, but there's.
I don't think that's private. I think that's still public.
I don't know. There's got to be something. I don't know. I mean, if you went to like a.
Let me know in the comments if you ever watched this. Because I don't
have
even
to go
know.
to a
don't know.
Christian private school or some crap like that. I don't know.
I don't even think it has to be Christian. I think because there's just normal private schools.
Yeah, they're more in that sense of
No, I see. Yeah.
religious. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I don't know if that's even a thing.
No, because even the Christian schools like the one that we see on the one we see on
It's okay.
Grand
That's
Canyon University, isn't that one of them? Ain't that a college? And Hope College. Matter of fact, I've been to a lot of Christian college. Anyways, it's good stuff.
I don't know, man.
If you're able to like enlist any of your kids there, any kid can go. Because a private school is meant for kids that more direct kind of teaching.
Yeah.
In private school is like it's teaching, but it's to a wide group. It's small groups for private, big groups for public. Mm-hmm. And any kid can do whatever they want. In private schools, there's like this sort of thing, and that right there gets taught you individually. Private school is like do, and it's just all over the place. But still get a high school diploma. You might learn something. I don't know.
I think you would learn more in private school because it's more of like they try to beat it into your skull.
Yeah, they want to beat it into you. There's more discipline when it comes to private schools. You're not going to get that in private for sure, or not private, but public.
It's kind of just like a more militaristic type of learning.
Well, if that was the case, then send me to military school at that point. Or what is it called? Boarding schools. Boarding schools. I don't know about that now.
But I'm just saying it's more higher class of a way of learning, I guess. Because I've never been to a private school, but I'm just the people I've seen that have came out of them. They're a lot like higher class and more knowledgeable about.
Now this is me. This is me speaking out of my ass. I don't know nothing about those private schools.
But yeah, from the people I've seen, it's just
the people that came out of those, they seem pretty smart for the most part.
They seem uptight and sheltered, but No, I'm just playing. I know some.
It really just depends on the school in the area, honestly.
I think so, yeah, because definitely the area counts. Schooling, sure that counts too, but I think it's the area. Fourth topic. Didn't think we'd get to this far. We're up to about an hour now. Fourth topic. What do you think about the dating scene?
Man.
This one might take a minute.
I don't even think we need to talk about that. Most of the people probably already know.
It's gotta know now because I'm sure a lot of people out here think the dating scene is like it's too easy or it's really hard
it's not
or
dating anymore. It's more of like a weird friends with benefits or a companionship kind of.
It's nasty.
It's not like I said back. Like when we were going over the first or second thing, I don't remember, but people are just not, or they're not the type of people that want to commit anymore. They just want to get their nut off and they want to go. It's a wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
I think that's kind of what.
And I mean, I've been there, and it was a weird phase of my life where I held myself to such a high standard where I didn't want to. I wanted to be that guy that had one girl, wasn't fucking around or whatever, you know. Or if I was single and I was trying to actually find the right girl and not fucking every girl I see, you know, it's. But I mean, I kind of reared out of that in the last year because I just stopped giving a shit. I looked for so long, I got tired of it, and I can understand why people do that kind of shit because they just don't have any hope anymore.
Okay.
They've basically said fuck it. Everybody else is doing it. Why can't I?
Yeah.
And I feel bad for saying that, but it did happen.
So you felt bad for the girls you did it to?
Yeah, because and it wasn't like I was persuading them, saying I want a relationship and I want to be with you, and then get fucking laid and then leave. But it's more like I just used them to. I mean, they did the same thing to me, but in my mind, it's like I feel wrong because it's not the way that I do shit, you know.
I apologized to a girl once for that. She said, "Dude, I fucked you." I was like, "Oh, man."
I mean, technically, y'all just had sex with each other.
Yeah,
but I understand.
I feel so bad.
This is me. I'm obviously
it's so quick. Cause like, boom, boom, boom,
so quick.
Like, damn.
So quick.
No,
yeah, bring that back.
Not quick like that, but you know, like it was. You know, we was talking, we was having a normal conversation,
okay.
And then you know, the next thing you know, I'm in there.
You okay?
Like, no, I wasn't. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. She's like, yeah, I fucked you. I'm like, damn.
Damn already? I wasn't done yet.
So your thoughts and opinions on that?
Marriage. I agree with marriage.
No, we're on dating. We're on dating.
Listen.
What the fuck are you smoking, dude?
That was like the first topic.
That was the second.
No, that was the first. The second was chivalry.
Listen, I agree with marriage. I agree with
dude, we're talking about dating scene, dude.
Let him say it.
I agree with marriage. I agree with dating. I agree with chivalry.
Yeah.
I agree with college. I agree with every topic.
Yeah.
The difference is, the controversy is, it doesn't exist out there. But I still accept the stuff. If it's up to me, I would still do it. But not everyone agrees. Not everyone sees it the same way. The women that I talk to don't respect it. They don't care for none of this stuff. They just want to get it over with and move forward in their lives. Am I mad? No, I don't give a fuck. Truly, I don't. I don't care if she talks to other people. I don't care if she's fucking other people. I wear condoms. That's all I got to say.
I wear two.
The more you know.
One more thing. Adrian mentioned how he is on the same shit that everybody else is on now. He feels kind of bad for it, okay? I want to speak on that. And that's why I gave everybody a fist bump. When I first started getting out here, my first girlfriend broke my heart. So when I first got out here, I was fucking everything. I was hitting everything.
Yeah, that goes back to the Brenna thing, man. I was with her for 6 years, and fucking, dude, after that, I was kind of just like not in anymore. It kind of broke my spirit in a way. But I mean, I still kept that initiative to be respectful and all that kind of shit. But
that doesn't leave it. It doesn't leave a guy.
I just didn't think that like anybody would like love me the same way in the sense of like actually wanting to stay and grow with the person you're with, you know. But like I said, people are just not into that shit anymore, man. They're just I don't even know.
Well, I agree because when it first happened, I was out here doing my thing. I was out there. But since then, I've actually reverted back. Like, I'm not just out here doing that anymore. I actually believe in love. I actually believe in all that childish shit. I believe in it once more. Not because I'm feeling it or nothing like that, but because, you know, enough time has passed for me to heal from that experience.
Would you... I'll feed myself into that too, but would you say, like, the dating for the most part when you guys were having those types of feelings when you guys were in the moment of just screwing around with a bunch of these girls, right? Were they all kind of like showing signs of like your old girl who broke your heart? Was that like kind of like when you was going down the line, you're just trying to find a way to like fill in that spot she left? Or is it each girl you got with, you enjoyed your time and you left with no feelings?
That's a hard one. That's every girl is different for me. Like I said, I was hoeing when I first started getting back out there. I was talking to multiple women, each woman had something different that I liked about them. They all had different qualities.
Yeah.
They all had different things that they brought to the table that I enjoyed. So not every woman is the same. So no, I wasn't necessarily looking for that replacement, but it felt nice to have multiple options.
So it was most like you just had like a variety. You were just looking for variety.
Yeah.
After her.
Yeah, it was fun. It became fun.
What's your thoughts?
Well, in a way, like, I, of course, was going, oh, yeah, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
But when I go and think back, like, afterwards, I would get really, really upset, and something in the back of my mind would go, that was totally out of line and wrong.
Right.
You know, and it really fucks with my pride and who I am. And, again, like, I do think about my ex a lot, you know, because of that shit, and it really changed my life. Like, I'm a whole nother person than what I used to be. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
It's just fucking, like, that point in my life was the turning point that kind of
it tilted
straw
you.
that broke the camel's back in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just a weird thing. I don't really know. I'm still kind of in that stage. But I mean, obviously, I'm with somebody now.
Yeah.
But it's just like I'm trying to warp back up to it, like Rocky was saying, where I gave myself enough time, and I'm trying to wean myself back onto that type of thing.
You're healing. And that brings me to this, because I was kind of holding back on talking about it. How am I supposed to say it? So, for you guys in your quote-unquote healing process, or just looking for something to kind of not fill in that spot, but just, you know, variety for the most part, but you felt bad. For you said you felt bad in that kind of way. I don't know.
I felt horrible. It wasn't bad. It was like horrible.
It was like horrible.
Yeah.
I can agree, but I do a lot of drugs, and I've done a lot of drugs and a lot of different type of drugs. So, and I'm being so serious. Like, I'm not playing. I've done a lot of bad things. I've slept with a lot of women I regret sleeping with. A lot of friends and family members of friends and family members. It's not good. It's not a good thing. It's not a self-righteous thing. It makes me feel bad, but at the same time, I got over it because I done drugs. So
let's say right here, only because you want that love like you did before.
Right.
You want love like you always. Most guys. I would say this. This is a good study here. You can go look it up. Guys are the real romantics of most relationships. Guys will stay with the girl even through the worst of times, for the most part. A guy would stay with a girl even though she's giving him hell, and he'll still stay for the most part. And I'm just talking in generalities. Most guys would. Some guys won't. You know, obviously those guys have more balls to just leave and go.
I did. I stayed.
Yeah, see, that happens.
Well, it's also love is just blinding in general.
No.
Like, you know, I mean, if you love someone so much, you'll let a lot of shit slide, and then once it gets to that point and it's like too much, and then all of a sudden it's, oh my God, I want to leave. And that goes into the thing where people need to start, if they're in a relationship, they need to start communicating more. There's a lot of shit that I dealt with where it's like someone bottles it in, and it's a problem that could have been solved previously, instead of let it slowly progress and get bigger until it blows up, and then it becomes a big ordeal, and then you're both fucking stressed out, and it's just like I hated that shit so much.
I cheated on my baby mama. She stayed with me too. She stayed with me when I was cheating on her and all this stuff.
Damn, she must have really loved you.
But at the end, you know, when it became too much, it became too much. She had enough. So it was over with.
I will say something about that, but I'll get to that one as soon as I get done with this. So basically, all I'm hearing right here is most of the times you'll basically have a hard time falling in love again. And a reason for that being, you have your guard up after the first time. It hurt, because every guy who experiences heartbroken knows his next time he ain't gonna let it happen again.
Right.
That's for the most part. And he gets a reality check that he now knows it isn't sunshine and rainbows. It's not a Disney fairy tale anymore when he comes with dealing with women now.
Right.
He has this idea girl that he really thought was his whole world, when really that's not how he should have portrayed the woman.
Nope, not at the time.
No. Never should be portraying your woman. Don't look at your woman like, oh man, that's all she is. Yeah, like a piece of meat. Yeah, don't think of that.
No,
obviously, respect your woman and take care of her if you're with her, but never make your woman your whole world, because she'll never be. what you create will be your, what was I say? It will be your manifesto, your everything. Once you have everything set in stone, your stuff that you produce becomes what you are. Not your woman makes you what you are. That doesn't work. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, man, that honestly upset me. I'm fucking like,
Well,
that shit is really touchy, you know, like that.
Yeah.
It's with some people like me, I mean, that shit really hits to home, you know. It's kind of one of those things that, like, you really look back, like I was saying before, with the whole life-changing experience. Like, I fucking totally changed the way I was thinking because of what happened.
right, cause we'll really slap a hoe around here. No, let me stop. For real though. But look, that was 7 years ago. When I got my heart broken, that was 7 years ago. It hurt. The same female that we're talking about, I'm not gonna say any names. You know what the fuck you is. But the same female that we're talking about, I still treat her bad. You know what I'm saying? I treat every other woman well. You know what I'm saying? Women love to go out and do all that stuff. I treat them fabulous. I wouldn't give a woman a single shred of doubt that I didn't feel the same way that they feel about me. But at the same time, I don't really care. It's like I'm numb to it all. It's like I'm beyond that. I'm on another level. So in reality, I treat women well. I doll them up. I'm romantic. I do all this shit. I give women butterflies, you know. But I don't necessarily feel it back. And when I do feel it towards a woman, they don't never catch the same feelings from me. And when they do catch it, it'd be like years later. I done moved on and got some other person.
Yeah,
that's honestly the worst feeling in the world, to love somebody and they don't love you back.
It's weird.
It's one-sided there, isn't it?
Because that's when I was dating Brenna at the end, like, I could tell she was slowly like coming away, and like when she went and did the things she did, you know, like
that kind of let you know.
Yeah, and I was kind of just like, shit, it's here already. You know, like, I have to face this fact, and I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when, and that was the spot that was like, fuck, dude, this sucks.
Right.
You know, like, I don't know. I mean, with the viewers, I don't know, like, what if they have an opinion on this.
Yeah, leave a comment below, like, what you think about that. Like, kind of like when you find, or if you start seeing signs that your woman is just losing attraction for you or just losing love. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about, you know, either your woman losing attraction for you, or if your woman, if you lose attraction for your man, like, what led you to it? Because obviously your feelings got involved in some kind of way where you just got drawn away from your man. What you had with him, you know, is now gone. He's not the same guy. Or like when you're a guy and your woman is like losing attraction for you, like, what did you do to start? So that's why I'm bringing it back on the guys for the most part. I'm gonna explain why. The girls, for the most part, they see who you are, especially Rock, especially you, especially me. When they look at the man at first, they notice that what you bring to her is what you should always be. You should not shake, you should not break. How you talk to her, how you treat her, doesn't change. During the relationship, when I was with, I'll talk about it. During my relationship with Madison, I'll bring her name. Actually, better yet, after her, because with her, I was a simp. I was too nice of a guy. Way too nice. He's a nice guy too. Not no more.
I mean, I'm a simp now. But I'm a simp without emotions. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. It's kind of like fighting back and forth. It's like you swallow two pills at once, and one's kind of like trying to digest faster.
Nah, fuck it, come on.
Yeah.
Shit, let's
but when I was with her, I was a simp. Like, everything I tried to do, I tried to cater to her. I was there for her birthdays and everything. I was there for her for 4 years, just trying to make things right, or at least I thought it was right. And so every time I took a step to trying to, you know, it's like, show her how much I love her. And I'll say the L word all the time. That was a big mistake too. That I try to, like, you know, reiterate, like, hey, this is how much I care for you, and I try to put my best foot forward in the relationship every time. Like, we even tried to have a kid once, but that didn't work out because she didn't want it, and I didn't know about that.
It's your vanilla urethra.
Yeah. So
you got a what?
Yeah.
No, that's a fucking King of the Hill reference.
I love that show, bro. Where the fuck is that show at? Anyways, back on topic.
Off topic again. So after that relationship was over, I looked at the whole situation like, it's her fault. It's gotta be her fault. I looked at both of you guys, and you guys were telling me like, I ain't do nothing wrong. Like she's just over the
That was
head.
a load of shit.
Yeah,
We were doing the same shit.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
oh, of course, we didn't see nothing wrong.
So eventually, after a while, I started, grabbing clarity, and I was like, what did I do? Yeah, like what did I do? Because I've gotten revenge back in the past before, but I didn't think of it here. It doesn't benefit me to do it or get angry. Because at first it was first anger, then it was like very sad, and then everything else was like, no, I don't care, and then I became numb. Yeah. Then the numbness started to kick in. And then the next girl who got in my relationship was it Mariah, right?
Yeah.
Mariah. Everybody know Mariah now.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I gotta say something right quick.
Yeah.
After I got my heart broken, and I start breaking all these random girls' hearts, I'm so sorry for all you random women.
Yeah.
After I stopped doing that and I start falling in love again, the second
Not
girl,
sorry.
I am. I've actually apologized numerous of times.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Penis still sore after all that apology I did.
Yeah.
Stop, you gonna cut that out. You gonna cut that shit out. But no, look. So I am really sorry though. And this stuff really did happen. I really can't take that back. My baby mama, I'm talking about like all type of women.
Yeah.
And nothing compares to that. But look, what I'm saying is, the woman that broke my heart after that, I got back on the wagon. I started treating women right again. I met this woman. She broke my heart. Right. That same woman is now in my life, and she be telling me she love me. She want to have my babies. I ain't got no types of feelings for her. I could lead her on, and I could be like, I love you too. I want to send me some money, and I could do all that type of stuff. Or I could send her about her way and let her know, like, you ain't what I'm looking for. I'm sorry, but the moment has passed. Right. Right now, I got her up in the clouds because I'm trying to figure out what I should do with her.
But I mean, you gotta be honest though. That's another thing is that you can't sit there and let somebody think a certain way, and then you sit there and crush their way of thinking when they could have been moved on.
But that's why I brought it up, because Gage just said the word revenge, and I could get revenge on this girl.
Revenge, yeah, but what
She
was
be
it?
sending me pictures all the time. She be trying to slide the knob. I could do all type of stuff to her, but I could be the better man and let her know up front, look, I still love you as a friend. I just don't love you like that anymore.
I don't love you.
Right.
I just love you.
She be kissing all up on me and stuff. Like, oh.
I don't love you for being you.
That's like somebody trying to come up on your street trying to give you like a kiss, and you just try to like do your best to swoop her around and go for a hug. Like you just ducking.
For real.
And she tried to give you a hug, and then she tried to swoop in for a kiss. You just and you grab her hand.
But I'm still in the wrong because I never told her not once. I know I don't feel like that. I just let her on and make her feel like So I gotta be upfront with her.
You gotta be upfront with her and tell her the truth.
Got to. Like Adrian just said, you can't be leading people on. This shit ain't nice.
Well, that means I've done it different with Mariah.
It's just because it's the fact of the matter that it just causes more problems down the line, and then it's like I'm too far in the hole to fucking
like dig your way back.
Yeah, and then it just keeps getting deeper. No matter how much you try, it's just gonna the guy in the back is just gonna keep shoveling away like a fucking gnome.
Where's those freaking stairs? Where's the ladder?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, the only reason why I'm bringing this up with the whole problem I had with Madison when I became a simp, when I got out of a relationship, like you said, I became numb. When I became numb, the next girl I got with was Mariah. Mariah, when she noticed me, I was talked into a bet with her, and the bet was, it was between the guys in the warehouse and me. And it was like, yo, man, I'm gonna get this girl's number before you do. And I was like, man, I don't even care, man. And then right after that, like after hours, I got her number. And she was.
That sounds like me and Austin with the J-League chick that was at the.
With the three brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a little eye candy, man.
She's kind of mean, like really mean.
I kind of heard that when I heard her talk too.
Mean chicks ain't a turn on, bro.
I don't know. She's got her own thing going on. I never really talked to her very long.
You be mean to me, but don't
whatever.
be mean to other people. That ain't cool.
Be mean to him. He likes that.
I like that shit, but I don't like
He like mean girls.
But if you mean to your
Jokes on you, I
kids-
like that shit.
But if you mean to your kids,
Switch it around.
and your siblings and your grandparents, girl, you crazy.
No, can't
Don't do that
be
shit.
do that.
Hell no.
Losing my train of thought again. Mariah, I treated her horrible. I'll be honest. I didn't pay her no time. The only time we had was when we were in the car driving home. Yeah. She would be all over me.
Girl, get the fuck out of my car.
Yeah, I've done it. Yeah, I've done it before. I can say this. I didn't give her enough attention. I didn't care about her. I never said I loved you. And every time that she was with me, I only gave a little bit of attention to her, just to let her know I'm here. And let her know I'm still interested in her. But she says, I love you, baby. I was like, yeah, I like you too.
You too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like, I don't mean it. I don't even mean it that way, too. And she was somebody to try to, I was thinking of her like, can she fill a hole in my life? And then the first time when we met up, she's like, hey, yeah, this was around Halloween, right? She invited me over to her a place, and it turns out it's her grandparents' house with all her family there.
Oh.
Within a week of knowing her, like it was like
that quick?
It was really quick, yeah. And it was only like small interactions. So like I would see her through the hallway, or like I'd go up to the front. She'd like eye me down wherever I walked, and she would want to talk to me as soon as I get back. And then I was like, oh, man, I'll take a chance on her. She looks all right? Tells me, it's like, hey, come over, swing by. I'll send the address and Google map it. You go, we'll have a good time. It'll just be like a Halloween party. I get there, she comes outside. She has like a cat outfit on.
A what?
A cat outfit.
Ew.
Yeah, like a cat. Yeah. I don't know.
That's back to the freaking cringy shit.
I know.
Back in the day.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was like a skirt with some whiskers and stuff.
Oh, wait, it was the full-on thing, or it was just like a...
No, it was like something she just put together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Off topic again. So when I got inside, I noticed it was her dad, her mom, her grandpa, her grandma, her sisters, her cousins.
What race is they? Mexican or?
It was Mexican and white.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, they got a big ass family.
Yeah, they got a big family. I walked in there, I felt out of place.
So those damn Hispanic people, they fuck like rabbits, I swear. They'll have like 6 kids. And you wonder how the hell they can afford it.
They pay for themselves, literally.
I didn't have a good time.
Now I know why those motherfuckers work so hard.
There's a lot to work for, man. They work harder than a lot of people, man.
Oh, I know it. I used to work in plenty of warehouses where half the time I'd be dealing with people who speak Spanish all the time, and I couldn't really understand what the hell they're saying. But I caught the lingo eventually, but... Are you sharing?
Yeah. Dating, I'm down for dating, but I feel like I need some time to mature because, unfortunately, I don't care right now. I got a 5-year-old son. The only thing I care about is getting in his life. Women are not a priority to me. I'm so sorry. I get a lot of women. Don't get me wrong.
Men's are crunchy.
I get lots of women daily, but I don't need them. They're not a priority.
As I was trying to finish here, the reason on why I switched up the way I act after Maddie and Mariah and was it Kuzma?
Yep.
Yeah, she started stripping afterwards. She
I don't really count that one.
It wasn't really a relationship. It was just like some fun.
It was just a booty call.
Yeah, it was just some fun.
Ooh, a booty call.
Yeah, I might actually. You know what? Put them down in the comments if anybody wants. Anybody's still watching up to this point. If anybody's still watching up to this point, you want me to do a video about booty calls? Yeah, you want me to do a video about booty calls?
$100.
Yeah, because this guy wants to. Yeah, he's sliding.
No, don't
put your.
No, don't slide.
Yeah.
Don't slide the shit.
I was about to say, you want to put your social, somebody slide in there.
Be my booty call. Hit me up at no.
Hey, you don't even know. I doubt anybody would be sticking long enough to be watching. But if they do, put a comment down. Like, what do you think about that? But I say, right now, dating is dead for the most part.
Pretty much.
Dating is dead only because, like,
motherfucker, how you gonna say dating is dead when you dating somebody, you big headed motherfucker?
You're bigger head than me. What you talking about?
This motherfucker dating somebody.
Well, no, I mean,
somebody.
I'm talking generalities. I'm not talking like in small cases.
Just very rare, like everything else we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about generalities. Yeah.
I can't say dating is dead because I'm seeing so many new people stepping out into the world trying to date. I see a lot of more apps popping up. I see a lot of more. It's a lot. Okay, so recently I just found a lot of disabled people trying to date. I'm telling you, dating is popular. People want to date. They want to be in love.
That's a thing that just comes to human nature.
Actually, but
so it's not dead.
Let me rephrase it.
Well, in the sense that everybody has the mindset where they just want to fuck. They don't want any. Let's say, what's the damn word? So if you don't want to like basically deal with the person and all their problems, you just want to like get laid.
Yeah. Hold on, wait. It's TV. Okay. These shows about these special kids that are dating, right?
Yeah.
There is one called Love on the Spectrum, and there's another one called Leaps and Bounds. No, it's called Born This Way. These people really genuinely love each other. They love their significant others. They both retarded. No offense. Oh, I'm so sorry. Damn.
And
mentally
canceled.
Disabled.
About to lose this video. About to get monetized.
Just cut that shit out. They both are handicapped. They both have the same problems or the same disabilities. Yeah. And they have, but they still love each other. They still.
Well, then they would understand each other more than like a normal person doing that, though.
So I can't say dating is dead.
That is the exception to the rule. I'm talking about generalities. Most, not some.
Man, I don't think dating is dead, man.
Dude, it's the commitment part that is the big stipulation because people just don't want to.
That's why I was about to rephrase. That's what I was about to rephrase.
Okay.
Most people, we'll say dating, how long does dating take?
What do you mean?
Just depends on, I mean, that's a very broad term.
As like I said this.
I met a girl the other day and I asked her to come out with me tomorrow night.
When you're with a girl and you date, 9 times out of 10, how does it go? Does she flake on the first go, or does she like commit?
They normally commit.
They normally for you.
I've only ever been with like 3 girls, so I really don't have a lot of.
Now I fake on a lot of women.
I just want to hear from you guys, and I'll tell you.
Now I ain't gonna lie to you. I still got Judy waiting on me. I still ain't never heard Judy that go. But you know what? If I ask a woman out on a date, she don't normally say, "Alright, I'm gonna beat her and not show up." That's not normally how it goes. It's normally like, okay, and normally no.
I'm talking about for her, not for you. Not you flaking or you.
For her flaking, no, they don't normally flake. I normally have women surprised that I want to go out with them because niggas don't go out. Fellas don't go out.
Yeah, that's exactly,
you can say that. It's
exactly my point. Is people are weird about that nowadays because everybody's just trying to get their nut off. You know, you actually go up to and it's fucked up because like I don't realize that I've changed so much, and I'll go up to certain girls that I feel like are out of my league, and I'll ask them out on dates, and they'll be like, "Yeah, sure," and I'm like, "Holy crap!" How'd that work?
Right.
And she's like, nobody even comes up and talks to me or anything, and I'm like, how? You're fucking beautiful. Like it's the kind of thing where like it's like totally a contradictory type of mind that is like thinking the opposite way, so nothing happens.
But what I will say is I feel like it's regional too.
If you do anything, shoot your fucking shot. It won't hurt you to do it. It's
might
really
kill your pride a little bit, but you back.
I mean,
you'll get over it.
But look, what I'm saying is, okay, it's a regional thing because like in Missouri ain't nobody dating shit. Everybody fucking. But for real.
He ain't wrong. Let that be known. Like there's more booty calls than there are dates.
But I still got hope for humanity. I feel like y'all gonna make it. Y'all gonna find the people that y'all need because there's too many people out here. It's 8 billion people on this planet. Y'all mean tell me y'all can't find one of them? Come on now, y'all gotta stop being assholes and hoes.
Well,
this is why I'm bringing this up, and this is why I'm going to clarify with y'all. The reason why I say dating is dead because most of the time it just ends in just sex.
Also, here comes a big point. Hold that, Rocky. Just hold it.
receipts.
So coming back to the whole mindset of a woman.
Yeah.
And how they want to date.
Yeah.
So let's say I'm the man I am.
Mm-hmm.
I have pride, and I want to take care of the woman, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
These girls in, let's say, early 20s.
Yeah.
They want to have the fucking bad boy piece of shit rapper with the tattoos and all the little bedazzled bullshit, and he's not looking for anything. He just wants to get money and get laid.
Yeah.
You know, and then she gets her heart broken, and then she's like, "Where's all the good men at?" And I'm like, "We're right here. You just friend zoned us or blocked us or whatever the fuck," and then you're wondering.
Skinny.
What's going on, you know? That puzzles me, because they literally have and girls can get anybody. You got to think, girls can get, like, most girls, they can be pretty enough, they can fucking get it whatever they want, you know. So I mean,
an average girl can get a pretty hot.
And guys are so desperate now that it makes it worse.
We'll clarify it again.
My damn.
Well, with most women right now, they don't want average guys. Average women don't want average men, which is a big problem right now, because they're going for the top 1% of men, and then they'll be mad when they don't get it.
Yeah, and then
because the guy will bang them, of course. Yeah, he'll bang them.
And then when they finally try to settle down, they're in their mid 40s, all bored out, and they're like smoking a cigarette and drinking a beer at the bar. You know, like, you look at this lady and she just looks horrible, and you're like, you fucking ruined your life. Like, I see that shit all the time when I go to bars sometimes, and it's just really sad to look at, because I feel bad, but I don't at the same time, because they did it to themselves.
Well, think about the IG models right now, the Instagram models, the girls that you know, very gorgeous women. Now these women right here. Now I'm talking about, if let's say, if we're like the topic before, like the first one, if you're going for marriage, you want a woman with substance, right?
Yeah.
Say for these beautiful girls who are all about their beauty, let's say that, you go for the pretty ones, and those ones, for the most time, don't always have substance. Yeah, you get the body, you get the curves, everything of what the man was idolizing. You know, he really wanted. But as soon as you get that, you notice that they're boring, right? Good to bang, not to keep. And that's the terrible part of, like, what's going on. And that's why I'm bringing it full circle around to dating. Are we dating, or are we just having sex?
Oh no, wait. I date. I have sex too. I date.
Like most people, it's like the lights are on but nobody's home.
Well, that's the point of dating. The point of dating is to figure out if I want to keep fucking you or not. To be honest, because
it's not all about sex, though.
But look, hear me out. I'm
I'll listen.
I'm gonna fuck you. But if I take you out on a date, it's y'all fucked up in the head. I'm trying to be.
Wait. So when you take her on a date, what do you want to get?
I want to figure out if I want to continue fucking you or not. Look, this is what I'm saying.
Let's get to know the person, not
let him get his point out. Let him get his point out.
We grown. Fuck that. But look, what I'm saying is, so fair. If I like you and I'm physically attracted to you, I'm going to fuck you. That's just on the table. But if I feel like you're intellectual on par with myself, I'm going to have a conversation with you, and I'm going to continue that. That fashion is going to continue for a while. Now, if I don't like conversation with you, I'm just going to continue fucking you. We ain't got to talk about shit. You can't talk, bitch. You're dumb. Okay? Now, that's what I'm saying. So the point of dating you is to figure out if I want to continue having a intimate relation with you or not.
Yeah.
Because eventually, I'm going to get rid of you. I just need to figure out, if I want to get rid of you or not. Because it's going to happen. I just need to know, if it's going to happen or not.
Okay.
But there was one more thing you were talking about. Anyway, I just got to show y'all something. This girl right here, she tell me, when I first met her.
Viewers too.
Well, I can't put her on blast. Because
monetizing.
I'm finna put her on blast right now. So this girl right here, when I first met her, everything was cool, right?
Yeah.
She's really skinny, though, and I don't like skinny women, but that's okay. That's okay. It's okay to be skinny. But the problem was when
it's okay to body shame.
It's not okay to body shame. This motherfucker right here.
We'll have that argument later.
I'm better than that. Don't leave me out of that.
Totally okay.
It's totally fine. But
I didn't say that.
For him, it won't be.
I didn't say that. But
because he's a chubby chaser.
I love everyone.
He loves
big women.
He loves
small women. If you a woman, I love you. But
no chicks with dicks.
that's not a woman. But
We'll get to that. We'll get to that next video.
when I first met her, she was trying to fuck, and I wasn't trying to fuck.
Yeah.
Then once she gave me a piece of the pussy, I was like, okay, now I'm only trying to fuck you. And she was like, that's cool, but you shouldn't sexualize people. You shouldn't sexualize them. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, but let me fuck. So then she started hitting me with cum retention and shit like that. And then I got rid of her ass. I moved on to another skinny bitch. I got with the other skinny bitch. Other skinny bitch is like, I think all you want is sex from me. And I'm like, you got a point. You got a point. Because I don't like nothing you talking about right now. You talking about sex, I don't want to hear it. So,
But you told her.
But I told her.
You told her.
But look, the point was, I was sexualizing these women. I was only chasing women so I could fuck them because I knew it was going to lead to fucking, because, I was only on sex. These women, they were looking for more than that, and I wasn't looking for more than that at the time. So I blew all my opportunities with these women because I was focused on that one thing. They were dating me for a purpose. I was not dating them for a purpose. I feel like you still can date in this day and age, but you have to talk to them people and learn to see if they're on your same level. That's the point of going out on a date and to sitting down and talking with people, is to see if we're on fucking par with one another.
Yeah.
So if you're not doing that, if you're just fucking them right off the bat, you're not even giving them the chance, and now you won't never learn. But if you're fucking them and you decide, okay, I want to take her out and see if we can potentially have something in common, then you can do that as well. I don't feel like fucking. I don't feel like fucking is bad, regardless of dating. I really don't. I feel like
it's going to come up in dating anyways. What I meant was, for dating in general, is what I was going to say. Dating is supposed to be vetting for marriage. And that's what it was supposed to be. But somewhere along the line, it ended up becoming nothing but people finding and linking and having sex. And that's why I said dating was dead. Because it no longer requires marriage no more. Because people aren't looking for that as much. If they are, it's coming from the girls. And the men, for the most part, they want to look that into the girls. But now, as it's getting pretty bad for most men and women when it comes to linking up and trying to find a connection, most of the women are leaving the guys. And the guys are starting to look at the situations like, it's just my turn. And every girl I get with, I can't think of it long term. I have to think of it as if it's dead before it starts. So most of the guys, at least for the most part, I'm not advocating for guys to just sleep with a girl and then leave her the next day. Now I will say, tell her up front what you want, so it doesn't seem like everything you're doing is lying and being deceitful to her.
I just got hit and quit the other day.
Well, you got to think, if you really want to, okay, let's say you meet a girl and you moderately like her, you think she's attractive, and you
tell her what you think.
Yeah, you've learned some stuff and you want to get to know her more, and once you get to that point where you've had similar experiences and you come to a realization that this person, like Aki was saying, she's on my level and she understands how I work and what my way of thinking is.
Yeah.
And then that's the type of person you would want around. But those other people, like you said, that are boring as hell, you just are kind of like,
You're good for like a night, but then you're not going to retain me.
But that brings me to this point, is that this goes back to what we were talking about a little bit earlier, is that like when someone is like falls in love with you, and this is on the other side of the spectrum. I already talked about the point where if like you love someone and they don't love you back, but let's say you don't love them and they love you back, and you kind of like play along.
Oh shit.
And it really is. I mean, I've never had this happen to me, but personally, if I was going to think about the scenario, I would be fairly honest. I mean, it's a really hard, awkward thing, and there's no real like good way of putting it for. So
you've been honest 90% of every relationship.
Yeah, and I mean, you're gonna break somebody's heart. There's really not a good way of doing it. It's really just fucked up in a way, because it hurts the person. But I mean, at least you were honest. You didn't drag it on.
Yeah, you don't want to make it think like, hey, I'm trying to spin you a story a lifestyle or like an idea of me, but it's never true.
Because then you got to think if later on down the line and you do that shit, and then she finds out, and she like totally finds out that you were fake the whole time, that's gonna ruin her spirit. She's gonna be done, and she's gonna be down in the dumps and not ever want to date again. You basically ruined her mind and way of thinking of how, oh yeah, I want to find the person, and now she just doesn't give a fuck and she wants to get laid.
So
Rocky had the same experience.
I'm
I
go
think.
ahead and put myself on blast.
I think Rocky has said the same thing to me.
Fuck it, let's do it. I'm exposing myself. I used to be a really bad woman.
Pull your pants up. You're exposing yourself.
I hadn't even got the message. I can't even show y'all. But basically, what happened was I dated this girl, and she would talk to other men online. Ooh. So I fucked all her friends. I fucked her mama, her auntie, her cousins, everybody you could think of.
God damn.
That's revenge.
Wait a minute, it didn't stop there. I got her worst enemy. I got her worst enemy pregnant. I fucked her sister.
Wait.
It keeps going.
How is that revenge?
It keeps going. It keeps going. And it gets worse. But the worst part about it was...
What happened to wearing a condom?
That's my,
yeah.
the only girl.
He didn't know.
No, that's my baby mama. That girl that I'm talking about is my baby mama.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, what the hell? You just totally flipped off your shit.
So now I'll be wearing them condoms. But look, basically what I'm getting at is...
Yeah.
I did these women wrong. I turned all these different women against each other.
Yeah.
I had all these women fighting with each other. I fucked her sister, her mama, her best friend, and her auntie. None of them are friends no more. They don't get along, and none of them talk to each other in the last 7 years or 7 years ago. And none of them talk to each other in the last 7 years. And I'm steady fucking with all of them. They all love me, but none of them talk to each other. And that's fucked up shit.
Dang.
It's really just a vicious cycle. And all the time.
It can end up being that way. That's for sure. I've been on both sides of the spectrum, but
let's say you have your basic human being, and they're all let's date.
Yeah,
totally has the confidence to date, and then you get a person that's had many bad experiences and is basically done doing shit, and they just want to fuck around, and then it goes hand in hand with basically passing that on. When you get your heart broken enough or once really hard, it changes the person, and they're kind of just fucking done too, and it constantly keeps going, and I don't think there's ever an end to it, because it's such a lifestyle now that I don't think it's ever really going to get resolved.
So I wanted to speak about that. So the young lady in question, I really don't want to say her name. Everybody probably already know who it is anyways. If you don't, it's okay. But basically, the young lady, when I talked to her recently, she has been telling me how she ain't dated nobody in the last 7 years. She ain't fuck with nobody. She probably fucked some people, she fucked some people. But she ain't really gave her heart to nobody in the last 7 years.
well, she'll give her body.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did. She's a girl. They fucking, trust me. You can't run shit past. I want to hear that shit. But basically, she ain't been in a relationship in 7 years.
Damn.
She ain't been tied down. She ain't had no commitment. She ain't had no strings in 7 fucking. That's hellish.
So she's been having situationships.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy. I didn't been in relationships in the last 7 years. I didn't had kids.
But you've been having situationships.
I had all of that.
Wait,
I've had relationships.
What was it called?
A situationship.
I've had relationships.
That's actually a thing.
Yeah.
I've had relationships, entanglements, situationships, all that. I've had all that. But she hasn't had that much in the last 7 years. She's been so busy on getting herself together that she ain't been fucking with men. Anytime she fuck with men is the same nigga she been knew. So she probably fucking the same nigga. He probably like, alright, I'm fucking her again, yeah. But that's not life. That's not living. She don't care for the nigga.
Wait a minute
here.
A girl's not gonna mess with you unless she feels some kind of way with
safe. She feels safe. She don't love him, because if she loved him, she wouldn't be sending me them pictures.
But here's the thing. It's only with girls. I'm gonna be honest with you. Guys can't do this. When a guy has sex with multiple girls, he doesn't feel any kind of weight to these type of girls. He may feel either sorry for doing them wrong at the end if he was, not truthful with them, deceitful kind of way. Maybe he'll feel something in the end, but not in every single girl. Every single girl he'd either get with, if they weren't really meaning that much to him, he just wanted to do something, take a piss. That's exactly what he did. But with a girl, the feelings are involved. There has to be every time with a woman. For the most part, a girl leaves a little bit of part of her soul with each guy.
I don't believe that. But,
I believe that.
But women do believe that shit. Women be hitting me with this shit all the time. I be like,
because who do they call up when there's no other guy that they're getting with?
I just don't believe. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't believe in. I ain't no human. I don't have the same emotional ties that y'all have. I'm not calling you, bitch. Don't call me. I don't have those ties with nobody. But women have hit me. The same woman I just showed y'all.
I just said guys don't have ties.
Right. But that same woman I just showed y'all a picture of, she hit me with that when I first met her. She was like, soul ties are real. I'm like, this bitch crazy. Like,
that's the thing is, but the men and women dialect between each other, two different languages, man and woman. The only reason why she's saying that because that's how she operates on. That's how most women operate on when they're messing with a lot of men. A lot of men.
We also talked about this not too long ago.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
And it's like with a man, it's more of like a stress reliever.
It's just a stress reliever.
And then they like let's say with a girl, and they're going to cheat, they're doing it just to get the sex.
Yeah.
And if a girl does it, she's trying to move on. Like it's a weird thing.
Not the women I know. Y'all know some different women. I know some women that could fuck and not even like. I just got fucked the other day, and that woman ain't here.
As I just said, generalities, not anomalies. You may know some women who do that, but I'm saying the most of women don't do that.
She fucked me and left. I ain't never heard from her again.
That's totally totally fine.
Rocky, where do you live at?
Right here.
Okay, that's exactly my point.
Fuck me and left me.
Well, I'm saying most of those women right there, they weren't anything to deal with, so they'll take anything. They'll do whatever they got to do.
Did me and left real quick.
Now I'm saying most women don't normally do that.
No.
Now there are some women like you just described that do that. I can give you that, but I'm saying most women won't do that. Most women, they want something in the end with the guy, or they feel some kind of way with the guy that they. It's called alpha printing. They'll find the best guy they found, and then something happened in that relationship and they left, but they'll continue thinking of that same guy.
I don't meet the women that they be meeting. The women that they talking about, I ain't never met one of them women ever in my life.
You need to get out of St. Louis, dude.
You do.
Cause these women out here be fucking me and leaving. I'm like, damn, what I do? They be like, they good, but you ain't shit. I'm like,
that's the hood for you. Damn.
I'm like, I fuck white girls. The girl I'm fucking with white. You ain't seen the girl I'm fucking with?
You mean to say there's no white girls in the hood?
These don't even be living.
All right, we deviated pretty far, and also we are coming close to the end of the video right now. We're almost at 2 hours right now. Last thoughts of the video. I'll bring it down. How do you feel? What?
Red or no?
Okay. I can't really even see that.
All right. Last thoughts of the video. How's everybody feeling about what's going on in today? Yeah.
Putin, society, your phone on.
No, I'm talking about just men and women right
Push
now.
that fucking red button. Let's get out of here. God damn. I can't deal with life sometimes. It's just like people. It's like that dude from that meme with the freaking hair that says aliens.
People.
Yeah.
That's good. Last thoughts.
On what?
On topics that you hated, love it, or was this a good conversation? Was things going on with men and women, like, is it good, is it bad?
I think it's a beautiful conversation. I can't wait to hear everybody's opinion on it. Even if it's bad opinions, I like to hear everything, so yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear what everybody think after the end of this video. I'm gonna edit this, and most of this is gonna be a little different at the end, but I just want to know and let a snippet. I don't want to throw it into everybody's faces like what I know and what I think onto you. You can live the life you want to live, but you must keep in mind not everything is what you think it is most of the time. What you might think of women and what you might think of men, as I said before, or maybe I haven't. Truth is subjective. And truth is not subjective. Truth is the truth. What you think of it is different.
Yeah,
you can have your own.
Accepting it.
You don't have to.
Right. That goes back to what we was talking about, children going to college.
Yeah. It's up to you if you want to do that. All I'm saying is not the best
Just
bet.
don't lose hope. That's another thing is once you get to that point and you lose hope, it's really all just downhill.
Yeah. Hurt people. I heard a lot of people saying that. That's some real shit though. If you're hurt, stay to yourself. Get better. Learn how to love yourself so you can love others.
And that reminds me of what I was thinking earlier because I had a brain fart. But whenever now I brain farted again. What the fuck? Well, go on what you were saying. It might come back to me.
Okay. Well, basically, all I'm saying is I've come a long way. I've hurt a lot of people in the past, and I was hurt when I hurt those people. I've spoke to those people, the same people we talked about today. I spoke to them recently, and I've forgiven them, and they've forgiven me. So we have come to conclusions. Everything's okay now. Move forward, grow up, prosper.
Okay, I remember now. So, like, the whole point of someone being hurt and they being single is dangerous. Because you got to think when you're alone for so long and you grow on yourself and you can actually do all the things you need to do and support yourself, you feel like at a certain point you don't need the other gender, and that's when the whole booty call and all that other shit comes in because you just don't want to deal with the other side because you had those bad experiences.
We had that talk too. As men and women, we work better together than we do apart.
Yeah.
I'll keep that a sec. Men, for the most part, when it comes to surviving, we can do that. But as of living without the one, for long term, no, we can't.
I think
we do way better with kids in general. We need to be together for that.
It's some truth to all that because I was hurting a lot of people for no reason, didn't have to.
Yeah.
But now that I'm actually back talking to more people, I'm dating more people. They all know about each other, but I'm dating more people. And now that I'm dating more people, I genuinely treat people a lot fucking better than when I was isolated and just fucking. So
it's another thing is thinking back at all that shit you can't take back and all the pain, and you got to think, man, I really fucked that person mentally, and they have a different way of thinking now because of those things that happened, and then you just turn them into a different person, and then you regret it, but you can't take it back. And I mean, you have to both live with those thoughts for the rest of your life, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
I only regret hurting those two women that I apologize to. The rest of you women, I don't even think about you women. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I only regret my baby mama and my whatever that woman was.
I only regret one, and it was out of revenge. And that was it. I think it was Elizabeth. Yeah. When I did those two blondes at the party, you brought me to Rock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think that was my biggest problem was I thought of revenge after a breakup. Or it wasn't even a breakup. It was just that I got told, I think it was you that told me that she was cheating on me with 4 guys.
Oh, man. Them women ain't loyal. And then the other situation,
Yeah, that was my biggest regret right there. But, not to end it like this, but this has been fun. It's a good conversation. Hopefully see you guys back in the next one. My name is No Pain, Rock, Adrian. We'll see you on the next one.